state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's... The Bears will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will have the football first. They say Horned Frogs can shoot blood out of their eyes, and they were seeing red and absolutely annihilated the Bears the last time they saw them.
Absolutely, and they were ticked off, and it's something that's been talked about for a long time. This revenge has been sitting. It's been stewing. It should be boiling inside of them how bad they got beat down last time they faced this squad.
And social media just blew up after that TCU blowout win. Right there, fans were shooting venom online at Baylor and at everybody else. That really raised their confidence. So you know, picked
off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Pulls it and fires to the left. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Slams ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Brings up 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll run the sneak for it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The give to the tailback. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. There he goes. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Look out, he's got room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're working that left side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Now adjusting.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Now the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got him downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? 5 fires to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off play action. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback empties his backfield. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Snags it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Bears are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Georgia State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really.
Oh, ball's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And now this offense will take the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Barrels ahead. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. On the option. Quick toss. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and had 0 success. It's 4th down. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the heat. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up for an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That's now 200 catches in his career. It's
so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The give as they work on that clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Bears are in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fires one high and deep. He's got another 25. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Bears want to move quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got him. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Looking to throw on third and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his big tight end. He is knocked out of bounds and could not get there. A stop on fourth and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.